Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a sump pump pit installation day. Customer states they have water in their basement when it rains really heavily coming in from this corner. So she doesn't want to move her washing machine. So we're going to open up this spot right here, put the Liberty sump pump pit in with some gravel, about 3/4 inch stone, come up with the pipe, and we're going to drill a hole somewhere in this area and discharge it outside. So can't go into the sewer where we are, so we're going to go out to the outdoors. So most of you probably know what's going on here, but there's also some of you who might not. So this is a Liberty sump pit. It's a glorified 5-gallon bucket. It's much, much nicer, however. It has a fully sealed lid with gaskets around the riser and the plug wire, so it's not going to leak. The water that sprays out of the weep hole isn't going to spray out into the space, so this is my preferred method after discovering this to do sump pits from scratch. Next step is going to be to get the pump out of the box. We're going to place it in the pit, and then we're going to measure for my first initial riser to get us out of the pit, and then start putting fittings on from there. Always read the manual if you're unsure how to do this. It's mission critical that you read the manual, especially for sump pumps, because it tells you how and where to drill the weep hole. The weep hole stops the pump from airlocking, and if you do not put it at the proper spot, proper height basically, then you will airlock the pump, and the customer will call you stating that their basement is flooded right after you installed this because you didn't do it right. I'm putting Teflon tape on the first male adapter for our 1.5-inch discharge. Gonna thread it in there nice and tight. You can see the cobwebs in my hair. It's a staple of being a plumber. Once I glue the riser in, I'll then know where to drill my weep hole, and you'll see me start to do that in a second. Make sure everything is good and snug. And then right here, I've got my impact with my step bit, and right at the top of the pump, I'm gonna drill the weep hole about 1/4 inch. I'll get the hole started, and as soon as I get it started, I will angle the bit so that the water gets forced down towards the bottom of the pit and it doesn't spray up towards the lid. So what do you want to do for the hole? Concrete ended up being very thin, so it wasn't too bad to jackhammer through that. Now we're going to figure out how difficult the dirt is to shovel. But this only has to be buried about 16 inches deep. I usually dig it about 20 so I can get 4 inches of gravel underneath, so it's really not too bad. But we'll discuss how bad it was after we get it done. The big dig. We discovered a waistline right where we need to be, but I think if we dig carefully, we can squeak the sump pump pit right next to it. We found an old lead water line, cut that out of the way, and this is, oh, look at this. I mean,
that's some good dirt, right?
This is beautiful dirt. That's ride your dirt bike through that. That's what dreams are made of. Yeah, we're looking good, kids. Went to go get 3/4 stone from our wonderful landscape supply spot here in New Windsor, New York. This is Devitt's. They do a great job here. They got every single landscape product you could possibly even dream of. And if I was a landscaper, this would be my favorite spot probably. But thank you to these guys for always having the stuff that we need and just being a great local business. Well, that's not right. When you're a plumber, you are always eating in luxury establishments like this one right here. Now comes time to add the 3/4 drainage stone around the pit. I usually add about 3 to 4 inches of stone surrounding it. If you don't do this, then when the ground gets saturated, the dirt will actually flow into the pit itself, and you'll be sending all that dirt through the impeller of the pump, which will shorten the lifespan of the unit. If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. I love me the laser. This is me getting my split ring hangers set up. I've got some measurements pre-done, so I knew how long to cut the threaded rod. Once you have your laser line set up, a plumb line or a horizontal line, your job is so much easier. You can get all your hangers placed and know that they're going to be pinned straight if you care about that sort of thing. I certainly do. Makes me happy to see the laser and all the pipe and hangers line up perfectly at the end of the day. Once I have those installed, I'm going to glue another piece in vertically so I can attach my check valve to it. And after that, I can get my final measurement for my final vertical piece, and then I'll send it outside so that I can start working out there. Okay, most of the work is done inside. Ian's working on getting the concrete done. We're going to hydraulic cement this and the portion that terminates inside as well. Now that I'm out here, I'm going to kind of get it outside the fence line here, closer to the driveway where the water can run off and scoot out down towards the road. Concrete guru.
My grandpa's been doing this for longer than both of us.
Yeah, he passed down his skills to you.
He showed me,
to his kinfolk. Nice, it's looking good.
We need it.
That'll about wrap it up for us for this job. Concrete came out really nice. Ian did a great job. Gave it a little broom brush finish at the end. That's going to look really good at the end. 1.5 inch quiet check valve on Fernco's to make taking the pump out really easy. Loosen up that split ring, undo the bottom Fernco, and the whole pump will just lift right out of there after undoing the bolts to hold the lid on. And the lights are dying. That means they're telling us it's time to go home. We got outside hydraulic cemented. I'll go show you that. And what else did we do in here? Yeah, the dirt was super nice and easy to dig, which was a real blessing. Not difficult to dig at all. Got our 3/4 stone by 3 or 4 inches thick around the outside of the sump pit. Get that water in there and not clog it up with any dirt. Got our split rings and our Sammys in the brick foundation in order to secure the pipe so it doesn't move all over the place. The horizontal piece that goes out through the foundation is slightly pitched down so that when the pump shuts off, the water drains out of the horizontal piece of pipe to prevent freezing. So we'll go outside, show you what it looks like out there. So the audio for this part of the video didn't come out to my liking, but it gives me a chance to close the video out anyway. I'm pointing to the hydraulic cement to seal up the outside termination so that critters and water don't get into the house. That piece of pipe I just pointed to right there is actually pitched towards the outside. If it was pitched the other way, then the slug of water that's sitting on top of the check valve would be sitting in that piece of pipe as well, which would almost definitely freeze in the winter months. So the fact that this is pitched outside allows that water to drain, and the pump can work winter, spring, summer, or fall. In the city we work in, we are kind of handicapped when it comes to sump pump installations. We have a combined sanitary and storm sewer, and we're not allowed to pipe sump pumps into the sanitary sewer system. Because of this, we don't have too many options to run the line to, so I did our best and ran it to the best spot I could think possible, and I think we did a pretty good job. And basically now we're showing the finished product. This is going to be posted to our Instagram page as well if you want to go check that out. I hope you guys are enjoying all the videos we've been producing lately, and I love to hear the comments and feedback. Let me know if there's anything else we can do better in the future. Thanks for watching.